Hi everybody, I just want to chime in and let you know such happy news today. My phone was getting incredibly slow the last few weeks. I had to constantly delete photos, videos, pictures, everything I could delete, and I just couldn't add apps. I constantly was having to remove apps, and I couldn't understand what was going on and just why my phone all of a sudden was so filled, as well as I got an infection, like a virus, in the last week. So twofold, two things I did. The first thing is I went through all of my apps on my phone and deleted a lot of apps that I had added most recently. And so I found the app that was constantly popping up ads on my phone. But what I want to show you today is the awesome All-In-One Toolbox that I found. I had done a lot of things, like added a new browser. As you can see, AdBlock browser. Chrome was my normal browser, but I added AdBlock browser because I was trying to stop the ads. That didn't really solve the problem, because I'd be in the middle of playing my Candy Crush and I would just all of a sudden have a full page ad. So I won't bother telling you which was the bad app, but I will go over this great all-in-one toolbox. I was able to determine what was the largest file on my phone, taking up 2 gigs. Now I have an Android Samsung S5. The S9 is out now, and I was thinking, okay, it's finally time to get a new cell phone. But after I used this app, All-in-One Toolbox, I was able to determine which was the largest file, like I said, which was a embedded Samsung Plus app that I just don't use and don't need. It was something that added like virtual reality to my phone and other things. Well, I'm going to move my face over here so you can see I started out with the clean option at the bottom, and I went through this process here, which was fantastic. It initially cleared out like 700 megabytes worth of information. Now my numbers are lower, but you can see even after using my phone a few minutes, your phone still caches all of these little details. And so anyway, when it gets finished scanning here, I'll just clear it off. Wow, I just cleaned this like 20 minutes ago, and it's already picking up more stuff. But anyway, this is just a drop in the bucket compared to what I was able to clear off. Okay, so I'm not going to be fooled by this little message right in the middle, clean system cache. I'm not sure if that's actually this app or an ad in the app. But anyway, the button at the bottom, clean. So I click it, it cleans it, and says, voila, released. Okay, again, now we see an ad. It says ad, and then we've got that Google Play arrow at the top right. But we scroll past this, and there's some areas, system cache. I won't go into them all, but this is the one that found my biggest file. Under Storage Analyzer, I press Analyze Now, and it shows you your fattest files in your phone. Well, here my biggest file is only 222 megabytes. I can go into Android, into data, and see the exact programs that are taking up most of the room. But again, at this point, those aren't big apps at all. Big storage files. My biggest file was 2 gigabytes, and it was a debug log for Samsung Plus. So anyway, I also went through all of this: Boost, duplicate files, and App Manager. App Manager is very much like, your phone manager, but it lets you go through detail by detail. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to encourage you, if you are an Android user, this all-in-one toolbox is awesome. Okay, I went through every little thing here. Let me just show you Boost. Boost is really cool. what Boost does after it just does the scanning mode here and just clears up a little bit of memory, underneath it, you're able to choose which apps boot up with your phone. Well, just like the computer, we do not need... Okay, so my face is gone. Let me just cancel that. I'll just cancel that and go. Let's see if it'll let me. Okay, so boot speed up. That's what I was looking for. Boot speed up. Look at this. User apps. Scanning all my apps. Let me put this in the middle so you can see. And so what I've done is I've gone through and I've disabled apps that I do not need to start as soon as the phone starts. Now, I love all these apps. I use every single one of these apps. But they all do not need to start the minute I start my phone. Just like the computer, it slows it down. And how annoying is it to just finally sit and wait for everything to load and finally get the internet? And you can see I use all of these apps, but I've disabled them all. It's still scanning. So we'll let it go through that. And then I want to show you the other tab says System Apps. Okay, so I've already gone through and disabled one by one and left the ones that I want to be available the minute my phone comes on. But I also went under System Apps, and I would say be very careful here because it'll give you very detailed machine information, really, of all the system files that are running in the background. And here I would say only disable those things. For example, TalkBack. This is something embedded in the phone that I've never used ever. I disabled it. And so because I've disabled a few things, messages. I use Signal, which is an encrypted message SMS app. I do not use the messages that came embedded in the phone, so I never need it. I disable it. So what I've done is disabled quite a few things, and I will watch my phone over the next few days and see if something doesn't work like I expected to, and maybe I'll have to come back in here and turn something back on. But I think that I'll be able to come back in here and turn more off. And so I just did a test on how long to reboot my phone was normally like 4 minutes, but I just did it and I was back up to my screen in less than a minute. This app is fantastic. I also use CPU Cooler, which is kind of fun. It scans your chip and you might notice your phone gets hot. It's because there's a lot of things going on in the background. They're running in the background, and you just don't need all those things running in the background, especially if you're not using them. So that's what makes your phone hot when you have if your screen is too bright. And see, right now it recognizes, and my phone feels hot right now, warm to the touch. But look at all these things running in the background, and I just want to cool them down. And it says I really don't want to terminate YouTube gaming because that's how I'm actually recording this video right now. So I am going to say cool down. This screen will tell me that it's reduced the temperature by a couple of degrees, and I am going to do this now. And let me just sign off and say sayonara. See you next time, in case this video ends, which it probably will. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you speed up your Android phone. All-in-One Toolbox is a great app. And I would just caution you to be careful because it really does let you customize your phone. See you next time. Oh, and look at there. I'm still on. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.